Hey everyone, it's Amy here and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do something different here on my channel. I know I personally love watching try-ons and like first impressions of new products, and I watch those kind of videos all the time, and I was like, why don't I do that on my channel? Especially because with like the Sephora sale and like the Ulta sale, there were so many new items, and a lot of them are like not brand new items that I would be reviewing anyway, so I figured let's go ahead and do like a first impressions try-on and try on these products together, and I can just kind of tell you my thoughts as I go and what I think about them. And then if you guys have specific questions, or I'll probably do a follow-up to this try-on video maybe a week or two later from now to give you guys my final thoughts on stuff. And like I said, most of these products, I'm pretty sure, yeah, none of them were like really that spanking new that like I felt like I need to do a review on them, but feel free to let me know in the comment section down below if there's anything you want to know more about, or if you want a specific video on that product or something. I can definitely work that into my videos some week, but I thought we would just go ahead and show you guys some of the stuff I got. So let me go ahead and grab my little hair clips and put my hair back so it's out of the way. And yeah, I pretty much have, I thought I didn't have stuff to do eyes, so I went ahead and did my eyes. I did use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette, and then I realized that I had the Giorgio Armani eye tint I could have used. So I was like, dang it, I wanted to try that out. And then I also wanted to mention I'm not doing Shop My Stash this week just because a lot of these products, you would have already seen it, or you would see it again in my Sephora haul or my Ulta haul. So I was like, that's just going to be so repetitive. So I would have already mentioned like a lot of these products are going to be in Shop My Stash and stuff. So the first thing I'm going to try is this new, well, I'm going to say new, but it's new to me. It's not new in general, but the Hourglass Mineral Primer Veil. I did get the smaller size. That was like $19 versus like really splurging for the $50 full size just because I wanted to try it out first. So this is what it looks like. Really pretty, like it's definitely a glass heavy bottle. So I'm going to try this out, and this is going to be the primer that I use. And if you guys saw my Sephora haul, you know there was quite a few primers that I did get. I got the Makeup Forever one, and then I got something else. Oh, I got the Too Faced Hangover primer. So I wanted to go ahead and try this one because I had never tried anything from Hourglass as far as their primers. Like I've tried Makeup Forever, I have another Too Faced one, so I figured this one's like the most different, and it feels very, very like milky. It almost kind of feels like the what is it, the Josie Maran milk, like the hydrating milk that you would put on at night. It kind of feels like that, but then it also kind of feels a little bit like silicone-y, and I think that's because, does it have, where are the ingredients? Where are you? I thought it has dimethicone in it. Yeah, dimethicone is in it, so that is like the little bit of the silicone feel that I get. It feels really nice. This is supposed to be really good for mattifying and keeping you really, really dry and not oily, so I'm excited to use that, especially fingers crossed the warmer weather is coming, so I thought that would be really nice and perfect to get for spring and summer. So it does feel really nice on the skin. It goes in really quickly. It does have a little bit of blurring effects. Like I feel like it really smooths out the skin. I mean, I still see my pores, so it doesn't look like it's a significant pore filler type of thing, but it definitely feels much smoother and like I've got a really nice base. So the foundation I'm going to be using is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Foundation, and I'm in the lightest shade 15, which I believe was Albatross maybe. But anyways, number 15, and this is what it looks like. I'm excited to try this because I think I only have the foundation stick by Makeup Forever. So here's what it looks like. This is supposed to be like really, really good for any of you combo to oily skin girls out there, or guys, like whoever. This is why I got it, is because there's the color. So it looks like it's going to be a really, really nice color match. Because like I said, the warmer months are coming, and so I wanted something that's going to be really, really mattifying. So I was excited to pick this up. So let's see how it goes. I am going to use it with a beauty blender. And it looks like it's a really, really good color match. Oops, got a little on my eye. And I can tell already it's like super mattifying. Like, oh my gosh. It's like mattifying and perfecting at the same time. Like, I don't know if it's the primer we went in with or what, but look how like amazing this side is. I'm excited about that. It's got really, really nice coverage. This is definitely a full coverage foundation because, I mean, the true test will be down here where I have some redness and blemishes, but so far from, oh, I'm getting it on my eyes. from what I can see, it looks very, very full coverage. Yeah, it's covering up the redness on my nose really, really well. And it blends in super easily as well. Sometimes I'm afraid when like you get a really mattifying foundation that they could be like suck you dry, like super mattifying and just very thick and hard to blend. And this one's really, really easy to work with. So now let's see how the chin goes. Wow, that covered it up really nicely. Wow, can you guys see that? Like how well? I'm gonna zoom you in just a little bit more. Can you guys see though how it, like, I wouldn't even go in with concealer after that, to be honest. Like, it covered it up pretty dang well. Impressed by that. So now let's do the forehead. Like I said, I don't know if it's the primer or the foundation, but this combo I'm loving for sure, because it definitely is mattifying, definitely is full coverage, and is definitely giving you like a flawless face. So let's keep going. This is like, seriously though, a perfect color match for me. Like, this could not be any better. And they had quite a few colors on there when I was looking. I wasn't sure which shade to pick for myself. They had one or two light shades, but this one looks absolutely perfect for me. I like that. So I think this looks really nice. Like, I'm definitely not going to cover up anything down here. Maybe I could cover up like this tiny thing, but like looking in the camera, I definitely can't see it in the camera. It's only in like the mirror right in front of me. I see it a little bit. So super impressed by that. Really like it. It looks so flawless and definitely matte. Like, I have a powder I want to use just because I'm really excited to use the powder, but I don't think I would have to powder this. I'm going to just because I want to, and I'll explain it when I get to it, but I don't think I would have to. The only thing, it's creasing a little bit around the nose. So I'm just going to do an extra little bit of blending right there. But now it looks good. So this is how it looks so far. Super impressed by that. And you do get, let me see how many ounces this is, because it looks tiny, but they're always deceiving. So you do get 1.01 fluid ounces. So it's a nice little size that you get. So next thing I'm going to do is for concealing and correcting, I'm going to be using the YSL Touche Eclat Radiant Touch. And I'm in the shade number 1, which I believe this is one that's considered like a luminous, it's called Luminous Radiance. So it kind of gives you a nice little luminous glow at the same time. And I had actually picked this up because of Sample Roulette. I tried it out and I was like, you're amazing, I need you. So it has like a little click end that you click it. It's very similar to like the MAC Prep and Primes. So I'm just going to stick that underneath my eyes to correct and brighten. And they have quite a few shades in this one as well. So I got the lightest shade. Number 1 was definitely the lightest one. I don't really think it's meant for like concealing down here, but I'm going to do it anyways. So there we go. I really like this color. And I'm just going to blend that in now. And this is the first time, like I said, I tried it in Sample Roulette, but I had to use my finger to like pick up the product versus the little click stick. So I like the click stick a lot. And it gives really nice coverage, and it's like not super runny, but it's not super thick either. It's like perfectly right in the middle. The texture of it kind of reminds me of MAC Pro Long Concealer a little bit, or the MAC Prep and Primes. Prep and Primes. That's what it reminds me of. So I like that. I think it looks good. I think it did a nice job of correcting and concealing at the same time. This little guy, I guess it did cover him up very well. So yeah, there we go. Now as far as the powder, like I said, if I was using such a mattifying foundation, and I would see how it would wear by itself the first time before I went in with a powder on top of it, I'd want to see how it wears. Like, maybe it's so mattifying that I really don't need a powder. But today, because I'm trying stuff on for the first time and I'm too excited, I'm going to try this Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Compact. And this is technically, the sponge fell out. This is technically a foundation, but I'm going to use it as a powder, and I'm in the shade number 2, which was the lightest one. And I was a little nervous about this because they only had one shade for light fair skin that was just supposed to be for all light skin types. So I was like, or all light skin tones. So I was like, that could be in a lot of things. So like I said, I normally wouldn't do it, but since it is luminous, I was curious, like maybe I would get the properties of a mattifying like foundation to keep me really dry and not oily, but then this would bring back a little bit more glow to it. Plus I want to try it out. So I'm also going to be using this new powder brush from Too Faced that I got. It's so stinking cute. So adorable. I love the Tiffany blue down here and the little bow. So that's what I'm going to be using and just putting this all over my face. And let's see if I get like a little bit more luminous on one side. I'll do one side first and see if we notice a difference. But I've heard a lot of people rave about this one on YouTube and a lot of really good things. So I was really, really curious. So I don't know, can we see a little bit of a difference at all? Like, no. I mean, maybe. Like this side looks a little bit more flawless, but I don't know if I see like a bunch of luminosity type of thing. Like I don't know if it makes me luminous, but it just like gives like a really nice finish. A beautiful like blurring like perfect finish. So I'll make sure I'll get this underneath the eyes as well. I really like the powder. Like I don't know, there's something about it that like now my face looks like flawless. Like at least up close, it's like, holy cow, like this looks bulletproof. So the next thing I'm gonna use is the Marc Jacobs bronzer brush. This is a new tool that I picked up that I wanted to try. Now I'm gonna try it with my Chanel wrong side, the Chanel Soleil de, I always get this messed up, the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel bronzer, because I watch Makeup by Tiffany D and she swears for years that this is like the winning combination, the perfect brush for this, and I've had this in my collection a long time and I don't reach for it a ton, but it's so good. So I was like, I have to try this. So I'm so excited to see if this really like applies perfectly like she says. So I'm just gonna kind of bronze up the cheeks because I look a little washed out to begin with these harsh lights. It just gives a really nice like diffused glow. Like if you compare this side versus this side, hopefully you can see, I don't know. Now I can see, I've got it on the brush for sure. I can see a difference now. Yeah, now we're looking. Now we're cooking. So let's just bronze up the cheeks. Which I love this so much. It's such a perfect, like it looks kind of scary at first when you look at it. I'm just like, wow, I feel like that's gonna be really intense, but it's really not. It's like, I mean, I guess technically it is a base that a lot of people will use as a bronzer. It can be a base for contouring, or it could be for like fair people like me that actually use it as a bronzer. So it's so easy to work with and you can build it up really nicely. So I think it's a very like non-intimidating way to bronze up your face. We'll bring it down to the neck as well. Yeah, I like this combination so far. I love this brush. I've been lusting over this stinking thing for years. My hair is getting in the way. Okay, I feel like I have a little color to my face, right? Not quite as pale as before. Ugh. It's getting my hair all over the place though. Okay, hair problems. So I think that gives a nice little glow to my face. So I'm gonna go in with my blush first, and this is gonna be the Becca Luminous Blush in Camellia, which I did a follow-up kind of review and new swatch, not a review, I did a new swatch and demo of the two new colors, Camellia and Foxglove. So I'm gonna use Camellia this time. I'm just gonna barely tap my brush in there because they're so pigmented. Yes, it's so pretty. And this is actually my first time using Camellia too, which it should be. It's my first impressions. But I got these back on maybe like Thursday or Friday. And so I was like holding myself back trying to not try these on. I had swatched them obviously and all that. And I applied Foxglove, but I didn't put this on my face because I was like, I want to save it for this video. So now I'm excited because I can wear this. Okay, so now last, I'm going to go in with that Laura Mercier Baked Highlighter, the matte one, in shade number 1, because when I did my review of the new actual illuminators in Devotion and Addiction, I did not like those whatsoever, and so people had suggested this one, which I know I had tried this one in the past, and I couldn't remember why I returned it. I'm pretty sure I returned it or I gave it away to a friend, but I remember trying it and going, well, it's matte, but it's not matte. Like, there's sparkles in it. So I was like, I don't know. Everyone's saying try it again, so I'm going to try it again because I really want to like it. So let's do this. This one looks really pretty. Like, I feel like this one can be used more than just a highlighter because it's so natural looking. Like, you could even get away with like using it in a little bit more areas because it's a little bit more natural looking, and you could use it a little bit like more like a powder, like in between a powder and a highlighter than just a highlighter. I'm gonna highlight my brow bone too. Why not? Down my nose. Ooh. I really like it down my nose. It looks really natural and pretty. This is another product like Tiffany, or Makeup by Tiffany D swears by. She's one of the makeup beauty gurus I've watched for years and years, and so I was watching her Sephora sale recommendations the other day, and I'm pretty sure she mentioned this and was like, this is one of my favorites. And she has very similar skin tone to me. So that looks really pretty. I'm super impressed by that. It looks really nice. I don't have a brush to blend everything out right now. Otherwise, I usually will go in with like a little bit of a dual fiber brush and kind of blend things out, but it doesn't look bad. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to put on is my lips, and this is the new YSL Rouge Volupté. I took French. What's wrong with me? Rouge Volupté Shine Oil and Stick. Volupté. Voluptuous. I'm going to go with Rouge Volupté Shine Oil and Stick. And they used to have the Rouge Volupté Shine lipsticks. They still do, but this new collection is the fact that they also kind of combine their oil tints in there as well. So it's a combination of the lipstick line and the tinted oils, and so I did put this on my lips for another video because I was like dying to try it. And by the way, I'm in the shade number 44, which is, what is this one called? Nude, yes, that's what it's called. Now I will say that these actually come off a little bit lighter than they actually appear in the lipstick pan. And I had watched like the Sephora, I don't know what it's called, like the Sephora YouTube channel like will come out with like their reps from the companies that will show products and things like that. And so I had watched the rep, why can I not think today? Lip swatched 12 of these, and so I fell in love with this color, and I was a little nervous online to purchase it because online they kind of show it as like a brownish color, even though it's nude, and even though on her it looks kind of really pink. And so I was a little nervous, but I was like, really honestly, the colors kind of show up more like what's inside here, if you guys can see when it focuses. So there you guys can see like the color that actually shows up here when you go in store and stuff. That's more like what the lipstick color is rather than necessarily like what's up here. Just so you guys know, because you'll watch when I put it on, it's not quite as like brown as you would think. It's actually like a really pretty pink. I think I got it in my teeth. But look how beautiful these are when I turn. Like, you can see how it shines, and they are so moisturizing, and that's because they're a cross between, like I said, the lipstick and the oils. And even though I always find that YSL lipsticks are kind of like very moisturizing to begin with, at least the one shade I do have, but these also build up really nicely. Like, you could definitely wear it sheer, or like, look at this really pretty pink color I have on, like, even though it's called a nude. Like, I don't know, their weird numbering and naming of the products can be a little deceiving. So I would definitely watch a video with a bunch of swatches if you can, if you're interested in these, because they don't really match up. Like, I think this is much more of a pinky color than it is a nude color, and so it's pink on the container, yet they call it nude. So just keep that in mind. But I love this lipstick so much. It's so moisturizing, it's glossy, it's really pretty. It's definitely on the more natural side. It's not like a super duper opaque lipstick, and that's because, you know, it's got the oil in it, and they're doing a crossover between the two different lines that they have, and so I really like these. I really want to pick up a couple more of these. Unfortunately, none of the stores around me actually had any more, otherwise I was going to go ahead and pick them up. So right now I would have to order it online, and I was just like, I'll wait till I get a little more in stores. But really, really pretty color. Love the finish. Love that. So this gets an A+. Like I've been dying to try this. It's so nice. So here is the final look, I guess, you guys. Trying everything on for the first time for the most part. And I really liked everything so far. It was really nice. Like, I'm impressed with a lot of these products. And I'm sorry, I'm like looking at myself. I'm like, this looks really nice. My skin looks really pretty. I actually really love that matte bronzer, the highlighter. The matte Laura Mercier highlighter is really, really pretty. So I hope you guys enjoyed this different video and doing this little try on and getting to see me try on these products for the first time and kind of my first impressions. I definitely will be doing a follow-up maybe in a week or two once I've really had a chance, probably 2 weeks because there's a lot of products to try and really get a good use out of, but maybe in like a week and a half I'll post a follow-up to tell you guys my final thoughts, because I am going to use pretty much all the products I mentioned in Shop My Stash this week, or at least most of them, or like go back and forth between a couple of products that I got new. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section down below about any of the products that I tried, if any of them are your favorites, or if you have any suggestions, or if you were just excited about this video in general, because I had a lot of fun making it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!